Yes, sir.
Good Hennessy show.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm feeling good, man.
Real good.
Yeah, man. You want to know why, though?
Where the feeling come from?
This brother right here, man.
Oh, man.
Dog, it's a good dude, man, for real.
Heard.
Good dude. The deputy, man. Welcome to the Good Hennessy show, brother.
What's going on, man?
Man, can't
Thank
call
you
it,
for
man.
having me.
Hey, no,
Yeah,
man,
for
thank
sure.
you for coming. Like, for real. Like, we ain't one of them type of shows, man. We thank the guests, because without
sure.
y'all, like, we just here talking. We don't want to
sure.
be here talking, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you here in the building, like I said before we went to break. Was it the bar exam? I think it was the bar exam where you performed.
Yeah, it was a bar exam.
Yeah, yeah.
Because after I got through performing, I got to, go in the crowd, get people's feedback, and you was one of them.
Yeah.
For sure.
I have a way of making myself be known once I see something I like, though. For
Right,
real.
right.
Like,
I'm
I was
the same
like,
way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to this brother. I ain't gonna wait. I ain't gonna let you get bombarded with 30, 40 people
Right.
talking. I'm like, let me go ahead and try to holler at him first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but yeah, man, he put on the dope performance. I think he only performed like one record that night,
Yeah, I
And,
performed. One record.
and that's all I needed, though. For real, it was like
Appreciate that, man.
this dude here had something to say. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of walk us through that, man. Like, you originally from Fort Worth, Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
How did
Fort
you
Worth, Texas.
make your way from there to the big 8?
Yeah. Man, I've been wanting to move for a minute just because our music scene out there is kind of hit or miss
Gotcha.
per se. Like, you got to be doing a certain type of style of music in which I don't really fit into. I just can't change who I am, you know what I mean? So I was just like, I need to go somewhere where, what I do can be accepted a little bit better, you know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
at first it was gonna be LA for sure, but cost of living out there is crazy. So,
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah.
I was just like,
So I
man,
heard.
it was either LA or Atlanta, and so man, I just made the move like 3 months ago. Just came out here. I ain't got no family out here. I'm not out here for school, no nothing. It's just strictly music. So I'm just chasing the dream,
word.
just seeing what's gonna happen.
That's dope.
Man, I like to hear stuff like
That's
that,
dope.
man.
Right.
Just like up and move, man. Like, for real. Sometimes, man, like, what I've learned, too, over the years is, like, sometimes you just got to kind of get out your own way and comfort zone.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Indeed.
sure being there, that's like, Texas, that's what that's what you cool and comfortable with.
Right.
And to just kind of, like, up and leave that and say, like, man, something, I got to try something different.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what the outcome gonna be, but I know I got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that says a lot about a person to be able to, like, make that transition like that. What's one of the first things you notice, like, because Atlanta has this big this perception of how Atlanta is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what's that thing that you saw when you got here that made you feel like, oh, this ain't nothing like what I saw on TV or heard people talk about?
Or was it everything you thought it was?
I think it is everything I thought it was gonna be. And then on top of that, though, I think it's I didn't know how diverse it was as far as the music. You know what I mean? Because that was one thing I was going back and forth with myself about. Like, if I move out here, how I'm gonna be able to maneuver and fit in? You know what I mean? Not even fit in, but stand out, because I'm not doing I'm not a trap rapper, you know what I mean? I don't rap about the streets or nothing. I just rap about real stuff, things I've seen, you know what I mean? But how am I gonna fit in this city where it's it's Future, it's Migos, it's Young Thug, it's Rich Homie, great artists are what they do, but I don't do that. So how can I maneuver? So when I got here, it's crazy how many hip hop events y'all got, like real soulful type hip hop things, and I fit right in. So the bar exam was one of them where I actually end up winning that night. So and that was doing a real record. That's a real record to do, and it won the crowd over, won the judges over. So that really helped me, or really made me happy. You know what I mean? Because back home they don't got nothing like that. Nothing.
Man, I think that's some stuff that kind of being here, you kind of take for granted. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I know for me, and Hennessy, you probably can, agree with this too, but, like, back home, like, in Macon, there's only a handful of, little pockets, that you can do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got people in Augusta, man, that, like, it ain't really nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? That, like, perform certain type of music. Like, if you don't like something straight up hip-hop, you ain't gonna really be able to go down to Augusta or Macon like that, with the exception of maybe one or two places, and really have an outlet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like trying to maneuver through all of that and really find yourself. Because I mean, the truth of the matter is, man, if you doing a certain type of music and you go into an environment and everybody doing everything else, you either gonna be perceived as like dope or you're gonna bore everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't want to hear
hit or
this,
miss.
bro. Yeah, it's a hit or miss. So that's. I know I take that for granted being here because it is so much stuff, man. There's so much stuff down here. That performance at the bar exam, man, I know it kind of opened up some doors for you to do some other things.
Right.
What specifically was those things that, kind of opened up for you? Because you've been here for, 3 months, you said. 3 months, and I'm seeing you, it seemed like you performing pretty regularly. You definitely on the scene, so what have you learned, I guess, in these 3 months of being here that's kind of really helped move your career forward?
Man, so much opportunity. You never know who's gonna be in the building. My first little open mic I did or whatnot, I was finna leave because it was going on too long. I had signed up on the list. I felt like they was skipping me. You feel me? So
man.
I was finna leave, and I turned around. Jazzy Faye walk in, and he thought the security guard behind me was like, "Hey, yo, what's going on?" or whatever like that to Jazzy, and he thought I said it, and then he dabbed me up. Full circle, he ended up following me on Instagram today, like today for real.
That's
and it's just like, man, and that was one of the, that's a legend to me. You know what I mean? Like that's South for real. Like he done a lot of great things for the culture, and so just to even meet him and to meet other people I met, like Sway from MTV, man, so many people. You know what I mean? Just down here in this short amount of time, that I probably wouldn't even ran across in Texas.
Right.
You feel me? So from the bar exam that night, just meeting other dope artists, I got to meet you and link with, what you got going on as far as this show and then, everything at the Peg Lounge and everything, and meeting so many, great people that is interested in what I got going on. So, and I made like a lot of supporters too. So, just getting my music out here to a whole different market. I never been out here before I moved out here. So it's crazy, real crazy.
So what is the music like in Fort Worth? Like what type of music? Is the music out there?
From the outside, you might think it's like cowboy, like, bands and shit like that. And the publications there think it's like gangster rap or something, because the people who came before us, like, I don't know if you know 6 Deuce, he was on Dr. Dre 2001 Chronic album. He was on 2 times. So he from the hood. Twisted Black, who got locked up. He was on some gangster rap stuff too. So the publications there think that's what we on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they don't even want to let us in at all. We just now starting to knock down doors and get in, newspapers down there and, be on the radio and, get shows and stuff like that. But it's a lot of talent out there. But it's not seen. You know what I mean? Like, we getting like looks now because a homie of mine named Leon Bridges, y'all heard of him?
No.
He signed to Columbia. He got a record called Coming Home. That's crazy.
Hold on, is he
crazy?
Is he a singer?
Like old school singer. Yeah.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah.
People. So now they starting to look down there. Like, okay, it might be something else down there.
Gotcha.
And so we need more things like that to open the doors and open the floodgates and stuff like that. But it's it's a lot of great music down there.
That's where you come in at.
Yeah. For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
man. That's it's just interesting to know, like, because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, when you said Fort Worth, Texas, the first thing I think about, honestly, is like a Houston sound.
Yeah, coming down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought about.
That's what I'm thinking, and it's like, from what you're saying right now, it's a little bit of that, but not really. It's like really, y'all got a whole lot of, it's almost a melting pot of music going on in the city.
Indeed, because like Houston raised us. You feel me? Like that was the closest thing. Houston and Dallas was the closest thing we could reach to, because we didn't have, ain't nobody really just blew up at a Fort Worth, like a rapper.
Right.
So Houston was the closest thing that we really gravitated to. I'm talking, Scarface, UGK,
of course.
DJ Screw, Swisher House, stuff like that.
Right.
And we just embodied that, you know what I mean, and then did our own thing with it. So, somebody had described my style or whatever on Twitter the other day. It was this girl. And she was just like, it's real Texas, but at the same time, it's real hip hop. Like you really saying something, and you really trying to, deliver messages to people. And I just combine the two, and it's very different. Like it's very like one sentence I could be talking about coming down on the slab, sipping syrup, and the next one I could be talking about real life stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just what I go through. So I feel like it's like the best of both worlds.
So that sound still does exist in Texas.
Oh, heavy.
Oh, okay.
Heavy.
All right.
Like,
because then when
I rode up here.
Visit, that's the type of music I want to hear when I come out there.
Yeah. Chopped and screwed everything for real. For
real. The record, man, that you performed that night. And forgive me, I forget the name, but it's a very personal record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about, family. You talking about you really don't leave anything unturned. It's almost like one of those records where it's like, if you want to know me, listen to this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And it's so personal to the point where I think that was the real reason, because I heard that and I felt like, dang, your performance left me like, man, I know him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And I think that's great to have that in your music, where you can leave people with that impression like, man, I know this dude.
Right.
Or I know something, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I know him.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like, how much of that is like intentional in your music process and creative process?
It's 100%. Because I just feel like when I grew up, you know what I mean, when we was all growing up, I think what connected with us was the real stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, Pac was crazy big because he would talk about things that you knew of. Outkast was crazy big. UGK, Scarface, and it was crazy big because, the things that they spoke about was things that you saw. Mm-hmm. So for that record, it's called It's Okay. The first verse I'm talking about, I'm kind of introducing you to what's going on in my life right now. My brother doing 12 years. I ain't seen him since I was 13. I'm 25 now. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of, and I can, I say, you can write verses all day, but can't write you no letter. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain things that I'm letting you know. And, like, when I do that record, like, people come up to me like, bro, I feel you. Like, that hit me. I'm going through that now.
Right.
Yeah. And second verse, I'm talking about, just family. I can't pick up the phone to call my moms or call my sister. You know what I mean? And, it's just like, you not that busy. You know what I mean? So it's just really about just relationships, and it's personal, but also it's real therapeutic for me. Every time I perform it, pick up the phone, call my mama, I love you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because if you don't do it now, God bless you to get in that position where you up there, you're not gonna do it at all. If you can't even do it now, and you're not even that busy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's real therapeutic to me. And it's just a great record. I love it.
Word.
Man, you saying that right there, like, dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But no, like all jokes aside though, man, because like honestly, like, yeah, we all live pretty busy lives. Like, we pretty much for the most part, we all here, like, we got stuff going on, so we doing things, you know.
Exactly.
But it's like, man, if your mom died tomorrow,
oh man,
you wouldn't care about none of this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you get caught up in that, and right now I'm talking about myself.
Right.
Exactly.
Every time I call my mom remind me like, oh, you ain't forgot about me, huh? I'm like, Mom, like, just call me. But that ain't her job to call her son. Like, sometimes your son need to just call mom. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel you, man. I got to do better because I'm bad with that phone thing. Like, for real. I don't like to call nobody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just bad with it, bro. And it's not even intentional. It's just like you get caught up in your day to day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get on that. So you know what I'm saying? We got a couple other things, man. No, I know we got to cut the interview a little bit shorter than what we normally would.
Right.
We got a packed house tonight, but. The thing that I did want to ask you about is like, upcoming shows and stuff like that you got going on. I know you out here in these streets, as Hennessy would say, making everything move. So like, what you got coming up, man? What project wise, what you got coming up? What you promoting?
Man, I just came back from Texas. I did a show with Chameleon, which is the reason I rap. You know what I mean? So it was amazing. It was sold out to finally meet him. To sit down and talk to him, and just tell them how like y'all raised us for real, and just to be able to just to see a legend like that. And so I just came from that like last weekend. As far as project, it's kind of like I got this demo that I'm passing out here. Like it's like 7 songs, And
man, that's an EP, man. I'm going to call it
little EP. And some of the songs are unreleased. I released like 2 of them. And it's kind of like a real exclusive thing. Like, it's just, you got to catch me in traffic, I'll give you one. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't even that online or nothing like that. I kind of like it like that right now, just because I want to test these records out. I want to see how Atlanta, how they rocking with it.
Right.
So before I just give it back to the house, because I know they gonna rock with it. So, I got a EP, the Untitled Demo, and I'll probably put it online, in a month or 2 or so. But yeah, I just been pushing them records, and if you can go on my website, InDueTimeLife.com, you'll see I've been dropping a lot of singles as of late, and just really, just trying to get the people what I've been up to as of late since I've been down here. So
is it a reason that you ain't put it online and you got just physical right now?
Man, it's like I've been dealing with this struggle. I feel like I'm stuck, kinda. It's because I've been dropping a project every year for like the last 7-8 years, like consistently, always something, and it's quality too. So it's just like, man, I don't feel like putting out no project right now, because I'm trying to see exactly how I can take it to the next level, and get to my audience, a broader audience. So that was another reason why I moved. So I was like, if I'm trying to expand my audience, I need to get where the audience is at.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm gonna come out here to this whole different market and see what I can do. So
gotcha.
I'm kind of waiting, and things been happening ever since I came down there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm kind of waiting. I'll put it out eventually, though.
I feel you. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, I got one.
Matter of fact, I got 2 for y'all right now.
I ain't gotta wait.
You said them, but the thing. Actually, I already got a copy. I've been riding to it.
Hold on now. I updated it.
Oh, hold up, man.
You ain't got that.
Because since it ain't out, like I put a new record on there.
Keep me updated, then, bro.
And then I switched the record out, so it's just like 7. But I ain't switching no more.
I need that one then. I need that updated copy then. Now,
I got you.
Cool, man. So look, man, how can the people connect with you, man, if they want to reach you, social media, all of that stuff?
You can hit my website, InDueTimeLife.com. I'm at The Deputy at everything, DADEPUTY on Instagram, Twitter, The Deputy A17 on Facebook. But I mean, if you just go to InDueTimeLife.com, it'll have everything right there on the homepage. But yeah, man, I need everybody to hit me up. For real, I'm trying to be your favorite rapper.
I hear that, man. So look, we got this video from you, Hold It Down. You here. So ain't no need for us to introduce the video. You introduce your own video, man.
Word. Man, this video called Hold It Down, shot by Stack Moses. It was on an EP of mine probably like a year or something ago, but it's a great video, great quality. Produced by my homeboy Dre Easy. If you want to know what Texas sound like, that's what Texas sound like right now.
Dope, man.
Hold it down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.